Hello guys, welcome to Brit's YouTube channel, the first episode of our, let's call it a Let's Play, because, you know, Let's Plays are the way to go. Essentially what we're going to be doing here is playing through the server from the start, gives you guys who are new something to follow along with. I'm going to be doing it all in a time lapse. I'm not sure what we're doing about donations. I have two ideas: either I'm not going to accept them full stop, or I will accept them, but they will go into a separate tab and only be used for things such as staking once the series is finished, or for use to show new updates, etc. Everything will be in a time lapse, so you can see everything is done legit. I'm not going to be playing any of this, oh my god, look, I got a drop, I didn't record it. No, none of that shit. Not saying other YouTubers do that, not calling any names out or anything. Yeah, essentially we're going to start off as a hardcore account. Hardcore account, as you can see here, it has a slower XP rates than normal players. It has 5% increased drop rate, 1.5% Zanyte point, 1.5% times Zanyte points, 2 times vote points, 2.5 times Slayer points, and 3 times prestige points. Also, whenever you get a level 99 on a hardcore account, you get 2 mega mystery boxes, which are worth about 500 bill each. So yeah, I'll block this here part out. Okay, now we have our character created. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna run over, not here. Yeah, not here, the other way. To Homer here, because we're not going to look like everyone else. That's not how we roll. You know what? We're going to look like a bot. Why not? A bit of fun. This is Bob. Bob is going to be the #1 player on this server. Everybody look at Bob. So for new guys who haven't played this server before, I'm going to give you a quick tour. Essentially, you start off here. The bank area. This is where everyone, I'll say stands, but they just AFK, let's be honest. Over here, this bold guy, you've got the player auction house. The auction house on this server is absolutely amazing. Search works, player search works, edit your own shop, it all works, and that's very unusual, like without any flaw. For example, you'll come in here, say I want to buy a Layfosh pet, you click it, 20k bucks. A buck is essentially a ticket that equals 1 billion. Which sounds like a lot, but it's not. Like, this is a custom server. If you've played a custom server before, you know everything's in billions, trillions, quadrillions, etc. If you come out here and run forward, you come to the shop area. You have your vote point shop, which is a good way to get some starting money. Essentially cosmetics mainly. Loyalty titles, which you get for loyalty points, which you get for just playing. You've got your donation point store, Rainbow Whip, OP. And donation store 2, in which you have things like the golden minigun, probably the best weapon in the game to date. You've got Maradrift, which is PvP based, but there isn't much PvP as of yet. Prestige, which is where you'll, if you get 99 in a skill, you're able to prestige, and then you get prestige points, which you can trade in for any of these items. Brawling gloves, which increase your XP rate in said skill. For example, the thieving one would make thieving XP higher. Sirenic, which is pretty good armor, pretty good weapons, and 2 times XP ring, which we will be going for at some point during this series to speed up prestige points. Now to shops, you have your armor shop, well, your warrior, which does armor. You won't ever use the armor, weapons, or anything from this shop apart from the jewelries, in which case you'll get probably a berserker ring and a fury, if not an archer ring and a fury, or archer ring, and just basically these 3 amulets and these 3 rings are the only things you're going to really be getting from this shop. You have your archer store, which is all your archer basics, which again you probably won't be using as much as melee, because melee is kind of the current meta. You've got your clothing store, skill caves, food, potions. I like the fact they sell rock tails, very nice. Mage, and then you have your shop assistant and shop guy, which essentially just buy all of the things you want to sell them. Then we come down here, which is just northwest of the bit, and this is all of the Slayer Masters. We'll be getting into this a lot more in a future episode. A Slayer is probably the best way to make money, other than doing the Rainbow Boss, which we're not going to be at for a very long time. Okay, so to get the series started, we're gonna equip our little starter gear here. We're gonna add the money to our pouch. We're gonna come over to this guy, jewelries. We're gonna buy an Amulet of Fury. And we'll grab a warrior ring just to increase our damage, even by the tiniest bit. Okay, then we come to the teleports. The teleports is quite nicely arranged, so the way it works is, for example, you can go to tier 1. Oh no wait, no, first you have to go to Training Island, my bad. So you'll come to Training Island, you'll kill an amount of these, I believe it's 50, and then you can go to the tier 1 area. And then you can go tier 2 after you kill a certain amount of them, tier 3 after you kill a certain amount of them, tier 4 after you kill a certain amount of them, and so on and so forth. You always have the same for range. So for example, if we come to a range tier 1, to go to the range tier 2 we'd have to kill, I believe it's 50 or 75 of these, ones who are at the globes. And then the next one will be kill 100 of those, etc. Bosses, you need to kill a certain amount of these tiers, so you need to get to tier 6 and kill 200 to be able to go to the camo Torva boss, and then it's kill 50 of those to go winter, 75 of those to go bloodshot, etc. Mini games, you've got Duel Arena, Hunger Games, Zombies. I can't say I've seen anyone play these two, but I am very interested in them. PvP isn't such of a thing yet because the server is still establishing itself. Donator zones, you have your donor zones, and you have donor box bosses, which essentially drop mystery boxes, which everything else drops as well, so it's not hugely unfair. And you've got your gamble zone, nomad, and recipe for disaster. Okay, so to start, we're going to go Training Island. And we're going to be killing some Morties. It's as simple as we're just going to stab some Morties until we get either maxed melee stats or enough kills to go to tier 1, whichever comes first. And yeah, I'll come back once we've completed this.
While you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Alright, as you can see, we have now killed, if you examine, we have now killed 50 of these, which means we can now move on to Tier 1, which is American Torva. We're gonna kill a decent amount of these. Not entirely sure of the KC needed. One second, the KC needed is not coming up for some reason. I believe it's 50 or 75. But yeah, we're gonna now camp these out for a while, continue to upgrade our levels. I mean, we should go and what we're going to do after this kill is we're going to go to the prayer area. As you can see, he's hitting us like an absolute boss. We need protect from melee. It's like detrimental, as you can see. This guy is absolutely shredding me because I don't have protect from melee. This is like an actual PKing session. It could go either way. Is he going to pull out his spec web? Oh my god, he just specced us for a 19. Oh yeah, look at that spec. Can we spec him out before he kills us? It's a question. And by spec him out I mean stab him, and by kill us I mean we're about to get killed by a mob. Come on, we can do it. Yes, we got him. 2 food left, almost out. So yeah, another nifty thing about this server is any skill you want to do. So for example, I want to do cooking. If I click the cooking icon, it will take me straight to the area at which you cook, which will be this here fire and the banker right here. Or if I click agility, gives you all the agility teleports. Hunter gives you the hunter teleports, etc. So we're going to go to prayer. And we got from the Morties plus the 1 American Torva, we got 22 bones. Now let's hope this gives us at least 43 prayer. I don't think it will, to be entirely honest, but we can hope. Okay, yeah, we didn't quite get the prayer level we needed. Oh wait, we've got 2 bones. It's not going to get us the prayer level, but we can certainly try. 36. Okay, as you saw before, it is 100% detrimental to get 43 prayer, so you can protect from melee, or those American Torvas will just wreck you. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill some more Morties. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad to get any more purgatory pieces, or maybe a gold vamp sword and a gold vamp defender. As for the purgatory pieces, don't pick up duplicates, they're worth essentially nothing. And same as your starter gear, just destroy them as you upgrade them. Yeah, we'll be back when we've got enough bones to hit 43 prayer.
inside you. So won't you wake up now and see? Don't hide away the things you're feeling. Unlock your mind and lose the key. There's a universe inside you. You should never have to hide. I can see the stars inside you. Please just open up your eyes.
There we have it, we just hit that infamous 43 prayer. Took a good while, we got some semi-decent loot from it. We got the mystery keys, which you use here on this chest, this exact chest right here. You can get a multitude of different things, most of it you just vendor. I mean, like these swords, they're not really useful for anything. None of these weapons or armor are. And essentially they're just food for the vendor. I mean, they look somewhat nice. Some of them look pretty cool, like this thunder sword looks cool. This doesn't really look like anything. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and drop those. We have to right click them. And we got a mystery box, which we got key fragments from. Key fragments we essentially use, if you get 1,000 you use that, and then you can put them into, you get a key which you use on this chest, and it has random rewards. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. It's taken a decent amount of time to do everything so far. I mean, this is the stats we're in this episode with. We've completed all the requirements needed to move on to tier 1, which we will do in the next episode. And in total we made ourselves 2 bill, which is nothing, to be entirely honest, but it's a decent start. It's a good start to the series. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. Make sure you drink plenty of tea, eat plenty of crumpets, and I'll catch you in the next one.